friends, welcome back to my garden planning this morning. Hey, it's time to think about those gardens. We're in February, but the weather is kind of getting nice, and it's time to start your seeds and anything else that you need to get going. And this morning I want to come to you and talk to you about starting your sweet potato slips. Now, these are sweet potatoes that I have had that I grew last year, and I put them in the basement. This one's small, but it's one of those purple. It's purple inside and purple on the flesh. These are ones, I don't buy sweet potatoes. I just keep using the ones that I grew the year before, and I'll just save back one of each variety. And then I start my own slips. So I want to talk to you about how to do that. And if you're excited about growing something, these can grow in your windowsill. And it makes you feel good anyway, have the plants growing in your house. So let's get started. So each sweet potato, you can see that one end is kind of pointed on this one. This is actually a Japanese sweet potato. And while it's kind of purplish orange on the flesh, the inside is yellow and looks kind of buttery. And my grandkids, when they were little, I used to get these for them, and they thought they had butter in them already. So these are one of our favorite kind. You can see this one has a little bit of shriveled upness to it and all that because it's been sitting in the basement, but that doesn't matter. Okay, this end is the sprout end. You can see that had a sprout there at one time. And you can see the little kind of hairs, roots coming off of this end. So this is going to be our root end. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a jar of water and we're going to submerge this little guy down in there. And I may not, yeah, I guess that'll work. Well, put it down in quite a ways. And then to keep it from going all the way down in the jar, we're going to use toothpicks. I actually ran out of plain toothpicks, so some of them are going to be these little decorative ones. But it doesn't matter. So we're going to poke these little toothpicks in. We don't want to block the oxygen, so raise it up just a little bit. And we're going to put these toothpicks in around it. I have 3 varieties I'm doing today. We're going to put this in a warm, sunny window. Now, sometimes it can take 4 to 6 weeks for these to sprout, start sprouting top. So different varieties sprout faster than other varieties. So see how this is, I've got my little toothpicks in there, so it's holding it up. It's not like tight against the side. It can get air. And about every few days, we're going to change this water. Now, I don't use tap water because I don't want the fluoride in here. I'm using distilled water. So you use whatever works for you, but that's what I want to do. You'll see roots start to sprout out the bottom, and then you'll start to see little green things come out the top. And this is the Japanese. This one is kind of a light orange variety, and honestly, I do not remember what the variety this is, but I've had them for several years and I like them. So this one, you'll see the roots down here, the little root hair, and then up here will be where it will sprout out. So we're going to put that in the jar, and again, hold it up, put our little toothpicks in. I'm excited about the garden season this year. I got all kinds of plans. And I've started some seeds, but I'm going to take you all, the next video, we're going to go to the basement and we're going to look at what's growing down there. Actually, I need to move this one. Let's put it over here to hold it steady, and there you go. That little guy's ready to grow. You can actually have them down in the water a little bit more. It won't hurt anything, but as the water evaporates, you want to be sure that those roots stay down. So what I'll probably do is add a little bit more water to this so it's up on the potato a little more. Okay, last but not least is my favorite. I actually used this for a sweet potato pie last year. It's purple, and it is so purple on the inside. I mean, it's like you could dye something with it purple. It's a beautiful potato. This one is a little bit harder to find which end I want to put down, but there are some little hair roots down here. So we're going to put that one down in the water. I'm going to submerge this little guy a little bit more because he's skinnier than I can. I'm just using pint mason jars here. And we're going to put our toothpicks around to hold him up out of the water. Okay. And that's my purple sweet potato. I love these, and they're full of anthocyanins. They're good for your immune system, and they taste really good. They're not as sweet as normal sweet potatoes, so I've actually done mashed potatoes with them, and they're delicious. So there's our sweet potatoes. I want to encourage you to get them going. Get your slips growing. You can get, gosh, 7 to maybe 20 slips, depending on the variety, off of each potato here. As the slip grows, then you can pinch it off and put it in a glass of water. You don't have to leave it on here, so it'll just keep sprouting more. It'll sprout several. But we'll touch base as these start to sprout, and I'll show you what's going on. But I want to encourage you now to go get, and be sure you get organic sweet potatoes so you know they're not sprayed with something that keeps them from sprouting. Go to the store. I go to Sprouts if I want an organic sweet potato, but you can go to Whole Foods or anywhere. Get an organic sweet potato, at least one variety, but it's fun to try different varieties and get them stuck in water so we can plant. Now, if you don't have a garden space in ground, you can plant these, as long as you have a pretty big pot, you can plant these in a pot. Probably 1 slip per pot is all you'll need, but you can grow them in a bucket, like a Home Depot bucket or Lowe's bucket or something. As long as you put holes in the bottom, you can do that. So this is an excellent, excellent source of sustainable food because I don't ever have to buy sweet potatoes. I take part of my crop and save for my slips the next year, eat all the rest of them, and it just keeps on going, and I never have to buy anything else. So anyway, comment below. Let me know what your experience is with starting your own sweet potato slips. Like, subscribe, and share if you would, please. Have a wonderful day.